We can learn at least 2 or 3 lessons. One is, and the most important, that ECOWAS is talking to the states that are sanctioned. And when I say that, it's because according to the communiqué, negotiations are still going on, and they believe that time is an essence here, and they need a little bit of time to finalize the conversation, the discussion, to reach an agreement, at least in the situation of both Mali and Burkina Faso. The second one is that we notice a kind of small division within ECOWAS about what to do immediately. I think one of the reasons they moved the final decision to July 3rd was that there was not a real, a concrete agreement among the 12 member states to decide on what to do. And this can be very easily understood because sanctions are affecting differently the 12 countries. A country like Senegal, from what I heard, is losing the equivalent of $3 million per day. So it's kind of interpretation by head of state that led to the imposition of these drastic economic sanctions. So that needs also to be evaluated and to be looked at.
Yeah. Yes, for the Malian authorities and Malians themselves, they were really hopeful that at least by the end of this summit, there would be some sort of consideration by ECOWAS heads of state to either lighten or lift the sanctions, particularly the economic sanctions. Why is it a difficult situation?
I suspect there are 2 categories of issues. One is also a kind of a concern of many states about the number of months given for the transition. The number of months for the transition is still a concern on Mali. The second one is that, lifting this sanction, apparently the lifting of the sanction done gradually. So we need to, there is a need also to agree on the different steps of the transition, what needs to be done to allow the lifting of what type of sanction. I think those kind of negotiations are very, very long, very, very difficult. And I think maybe that is also where agreement has not been reached. That's why they decided to have another month, to finalize the conversation. As you know, they asked the President Goodluck Jonathan to go back to Mali. They even decided to nominate Issoufou as now the mediator for Burkina Faso, and they confirm Chambas for other negotiators. Those are the elements that I think now that we are in a very concrete aspect of the transition, they need to be, there is a need for further conversation to agree on something very concrete to be presented on July 3rd.
Like you rightly said, Goodluck Jonathan has been commended for his work in Mali and told to continue. Mohammadou Issoufou of Niger, the former president, has been designated to mediate between the bloc and Burkina Faso, which is seen as a welcomed development. But Ibrahima Chambas was earlier assigned to Guinea, and the junta rejected his nomination as their mediator, and ECOWAS is insisting by confirming his role as the mediator. What do you make of this?
Well, I think the ECOWAS insisted on Ibn Chambas because the junta didn't didn't give them an alternative. That's one. Two, this kind of conversation cannot be done directly with the Commission. It should be done with a mediator, the person who is dedicated to have a conversation, to discuss. The junta is not realizing that if they don't accept this kind of approach, this kind of solution, this kind of process, they will face the same situation with Mali. And I think for this time, because Mali was a landlocked country, this one they are a country with seaside, the sanction can be even more complicated for Guinea-Conakry. So that to me, because ECOWAS is insisting on the Chambas, they should start at least discussing with Chambas. If there is a disagreement with Chambas, that needs to be known.